What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Nintendo Switch OLED edition. These fun videos are, is it really a review of the product, or you're thinking about getting it compared to a different Switch, and then you just want to see a video on it, and the overlords at Google may have decided for you to watch this. So here we go. While there have been many limited edition Nintendo Switch systems for Pokemon games, we had the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee regular Switch, we had the BDSP and Sword and Shield Switch Lights. This is the first Nintendo Switch OLED Special Edition with Pokemon, and the second Nintendo Switch Special Edition after the Splatoon one, which this one just came out. And while it's cool and all, I'm probably immediately going to be trading this into GameStop because now I have this one. And also, shout out to the wonderful people at Colorware, because I do have a custom Colorware Switch, and this thing is a beaut. If you have an excessive amount of money to drop on someone, or there's someone special in your life and you want something customized, check them out. This video is not sponsored by them. We're taking a look at this bad boy. I put in pre-orders to GameStop. They were delayed. Amazon was delayed till Tuesday. Walmart originally listed this for coming out September 30th, so it's said delayed since then, and there's been no update, so I don't know when that's coming in, if it ever is, and I'm not trusting it. So now I can officially cancel all my pre-orders. I got this morning at Target. I set it up for the 2-hour pickup window, and I just stayed in the store, and I bought the Mighty Mighty Bowser, and just played the demo Switch, and you know what happens when you go to Target. You end up buying a whole bunch of stuff you don't need. And welcome back! Camera 2. This is camera 2. It lets you see my hands. This is very far away. Okay, we should work on that. There are often questions that I get about should you upgrade your Nintendo Switch if you currently own a Nintendo Switch, and I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everyone. If you have the original V1 Switch and you play in handheld mode, absolutely upgrade. If you do not play in handheld mode, you might see a difference. That system's what, 5 years old now, so maybe it's a good idea to upgrade it, especially if it just remains in the dock and the battery health is near depleted. Oh, I should probably turn this upside down so you guys can see it, right? Now it makes sense to me. All right, Nintendo Switch Pokemon Scarlet and Violet OLED Edition. The side has my legal name, blur that out, stuff. You've seen exactly what the box looks like online before, so the box is nothing new. But inside the box, as always with the OLEDs, it has the instructions right there on how to set it up and everything else. I don't know if I'm going to be setting it up in this video. This is mostly about what it kind of looks like and everything else. A review over the details, the engravings, other things like that. This looks to be the same HDMI cable. Is this the same Malaysian power supply that we've been getting with every OLED Switch? No, this is a different power supply altogether. Why does it have two little dashes in there? That's not been on anyone before, but I guarantee it's still the same wattage rating and everything else like that. Joy-Con grip, the little strappy straps that you're never ever gonna use, and the dock. I'm very happy that the OLED Switches, both special edition ones, the Splatoon 3 one, as well as this one, have some sort of funness to the dock. Oh, yeah, that's very predominant. Wow. Koraidon and Miraidon just showing up just like that. Okay, there is something unique here. There we go. We can see it ever so slightly. So on Koraidon, there's sort of like a triangle Triforce hologram just over his part of the body. And on Miraidon, that is not there, and I'm kind of just seeing these lines and nothing else. Although they aren't lines, they're more like little tiny minuscule dashes. So while that does look like you would think some error in the streaming program or YouTube, it's not. That's what it looks like. A very, very subtle outline of the box art around the outside that you can only see at certain angles. So if you look at it flat, you just see the two bad boys on there. And on the back, so this part is removable as opposed to the original dock, which is a hinge, and the bottom left is a little Pokeball. This part does not come off, and this part is easily lost, so that makes sense. There is no customization to this piece whatsoever, opposed to the Splatoon 3 one that has the continued graphic on this removable piece. I don't think there's ever been anything special to the Joy-Con grip, ever, except for the Mario Blue-Red one, the V1 Switch, which I love that one. Right there. That was like my favorite Switch for a hot minute. All right, let's take a look at these Joy-Cons. So we got our orange school, and we have our purple school. So first of all, this is Scarlet. This color is Scarlet. This is not red. This is not orange. This is straight up Scarlet. Like if I were to compare this to the iPhone 13 red, that's definitely not that. That's Scarlet. Have you guys seen the iPhone 14 red? It's like a fluorescent red, and it hurts my eyes. That's the reason I didn't buy it. I just went with the silver one this time. And then this is grapes. If you know what a grape is, that's this color. It's grapes. This is Wario grape soda, exactly that. The SLSR are also the same color as the shell, which is nice. Oh, on the back, we have all the starters. And Fuecoco is featured there twice, because they know. And when it comes to the actual Switch itself, the front outer bezel is not customized or colored whatsoever, which is not done on custom painted Switches, and it's not done on the Splatoon 3 Switch. In fact, it was only done on the Mario Red one. The shell is the same original black OLED color. It's not sort of customized or painted or anything else. You can see the area that's part of the continuous back shell on this colorware one. It seems like we just have sort of a graphic on here. A whole bunch of icons. So here we have a Go-Goat, and it kind of looks like, think of like the vinyls you would put on a car in Need for Speed. It's kind of like that. That's the essence I'm getting here. And then if I were to go ahead and put the Joy-Cons on the sides as well, you'll see that the whole pattern just kind of continues throughout between the Scarlet and the Violet playing off of each other and the black background. So it's a very busy back. From the front, very quiet, very subtle. You're playing, your hand is covering this area. But to everyone else who's watching you play, they're seeing this super graffiti tatted up style Nintendo Switch. If you have a case on your Switch or you use a Switch Grip Pro or anything else like that, you are pretty much not seeing this at all. So do keep that in mind. The kickstand is the same new kickstand, which is beautiful. SD card slot back here. You always have your serial number inside of your kickstand area. Be careful when opening and closing the kickstand, as the speaker grills are right here, and you can mess up your speaker grills. I don't think you could actually damage the speakers though. Joy-Cons are regular old Joy-Cons, exactly the same as all the OLEDs. Literally the only difference is the outer shell. I'm not going to take it apart to see if there's anything different on the inside, because honestly, I doubt there would be. If you are a docked player, you are going to be seeing your Switch, that's upside down, you're going to be seeing your Switch like this all the time. And honestly, the way that they're facing away at the different school crests, pretty cool. It's a clean looking system, and on the front, you know, in front of the TV home theater style, it doesn't look obnoxious, which I do appreciate. The Splatoon one is the opposite. On the back, very, very subtle, right? You have the ink spots, and then you have the gloss black on matte black. But then the front, you have the black on color, which is barely visible on the purple gradient left side. And it's just very busy on the front. And also, this being so much darker than this, it never looked right in front of a home entertainment center. But these two being the same brightness, it works. It's balanced. It has the right amount of saturation and brightness to really bring out both hues properly. I actually kind of really like that purple and white two-tone. Nintendo Switch Pokemon Scarlet and Violet OLED Edition releases today, November 4th, 2022. If you have the original Switch and you want to upgrade, go for it. If you already have an OLED, unless you specifically want these, go for it. They are being already sold on eBay, like pre-order listings for $500. The MSRP on this is $350 plus tax. $350 plus tax, you're looking at what, $380, and then also consider that eBay has their 30% processing fee. Probably never gonna see these on eBay for anything under 400, 450. 450 is like the more reasonable end of this, but if you can get it MSRP, go for it. A child or significant other really wants the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Nintendo Switch for the holiday season, and you can't get that one, you can only get the regular one, I'm sure that's fine. There are ways to customize Joy-Cons with special grips and everything else. I did a video a long time ago about that, although it was a dangerous process. Unless you're very comfortable with ribbon cables on very sensitive motherboards, I don't recommend. If you just want to ball out and get a completely custom one, like from Colorware, go for that. The Splatoon 3 one, unless you're a big Splatoon 3 fan, I would say just go for the regular OLED Switch over this one, honestly. But at the same time, like, there's nothing wrong with the original Switch other than decreased battery life, especially if you get like one of the cool limited edition ones. The Animal Crossing one. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, although my left Joy-Con died and Nintendo said that they can't guarantee that I would be getting another of the same shell back, and I'm like, well then what's the purpose of me sending it in for service? Although I'm not gonna lie, if I ever play in handheld, I either have a Switch grip or more likely I'm just using this thing, which they're non-powered controllers from Hori. These are the first ones that came out. I think they were from, I don't know the game collaboration that they use, but they've done a bunch of them. There's an X, so maybe it's Deus Ex Machina. I have no idea. Extremely comfortable. You can hold this thing for extended periods of time. They're not powered, so you can't remove it and put it inside of a Joy-Con grip, so it's just on here permanently to play in handheld mode. So very, very comfortable. And the one thing that is taken into consideration is shoulder width of an adult while holding a Nintendo Switch. This is much more comfortable than if your arms were in closer on the regular Joy-Con grip. Well, there we go. That's the brand new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet OLED. It's neato. That's my review. My review. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet OLED edition. It's neato. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet comes out in, what, exactly 2 weeks? And let's get going. Thank you so much for being here. For more Pokemon and Zelda coverage, be sure to subscribe. Until next time, Austin John out.
Man, they see me shining like I got the charm. Stay strapped, got that jet ball in my palm. Felt from the sky, guess I'm the chosen one. And if you need to know how, check out Austin John. Champion flow, flow. Yeah, I got that champion flow, flow.